Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Huge news yesterday as far as our beloved Second Amendment goes. We had a constitutional carry bill that was pre-filed in Texas. The National Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2017 was announced yesterday. And that bill was filed by a member of Donald Trump's new Second Amendment coalition. Which brings us to this video. Yesterday afternoon, the Congressional Second Amendment Caucus was reformed, and it will be headed by U.S. Representative Thomas Massie. Now, I'll give you a quick quote of what Massie said yesterday, and then give you a little bit of a history of what this caucus has been in the past. Now, Massie says, "The recent election results present us with a new opportunity to advance pro-gun legislation and reverse the erosion of the Second Amendment that's occurred over the last few decades. I look forward to working with the new president and this determined group of conservatives to promote a pro-gun agenda." We know what President-elect Donald Trump has said as far as national reciprocity of gun licenses and or national constitutional carry. Also, says he's going to do away with magazine bans and magazine limits. He's going to do away with certain guns that can't be sold in certain states. Maura Healey, that must make you shiver. And among other things, as we know, the NRA has backed him, and I'm hoping, and I'm sure everybody watching this is hoping the same thing. We hope his promises come to fruition. We've heard it before. We still have hope, and we demand results. Let's see. So as far as this caucus, it had previously been in operation from 2009 to 2013, and the head was Congressman Paul Braun out of Georgia. And the reforming of this Congressional Second Amendment caucus has a lot of people who are well known in the Second Amendment community very excited. You know, we all were, in November when Trump formed his Second Amendment coalition, we were all kind of like, okay, but, yeah. And it's come to fruition already with a positive, where they put forth this pre-filed bill that will be heard as soon as the 2017 session of Congress takes over for the Concealed Carry Reciprocity Act of 2017. They're also, right now, working on a national constitutional carry bill. So that group of people, and it's not just congressmen, there are notable lawyers on it, pro-Second Amendment lawyers, as well as gun manufacturers are on that coalition. So it's already yielding results, and Donald Trump hasn't even been inaugurated yet. Who are the people who are excited, you say? Other than me, because I read into this stuff and I follow this stuff. But there are a couple other notable people. Yeah, some of them are politicians who had been pro-gun in the past, and the last few years they've been stifled, and they're starting to chirp again. Those are the people we need to watch, okay? We need to keep their feet to the fire. But one of the most prominent ones, if you're into this law side, is Attorney Alan Gura. And who is Attorney Gura, you say? Well, that's the person who successfully argued two huge cases at the Supreme Court. One of them being McDonald versus the City of Chicago, and the other one I'm pretty sure you heard of, and that's District of Columbia versus Heller, and that's what kind of is the law of the land right now. The following are a list of congressional members that are on the caucus: Jeff Duncan, Republican out of South Carolina; Ted Yoho, Republican, Florida. They're all Republicans, like, obviously. I'm not going to say that every time. Ted Yoho, Florida; Brian Babin, Texas; Paul Gosar, Arizona; Mark Meadows, North Carolina; Ken Buck, Colorado; Alex Mooney, West Virginia; Justin Amash out of Michigan; Jody Heiss, Georgia; Dave Bratt, Virginia; Warren Davidson, Ohio; Scott Perry, Pennsylvania; and James Comer out of Kentucky. Now the caucus, I'm going to read it to you. Caucus members will lead efforts in the House of Representatives to pass meaningful firearms legislation and protect Americans against infringements on the Second Amendment. In addition to drafting and sponsoring pro-gun legislation, members of the Second Amendment Caucus will invite firearms experts, constitutional scholars, and pro-gun groups to speak to the caucus. So it's not just a group who are saying, hey dude, we know everything, we are the cat's ass. They're actually going to call on experts in the field, people who make guns. Hey, tell us about this. Is it really capable of shooting 500 rounds a second? tell us about this, etc. They're going to get the actual information from the people who know about the things that people have made laws about in the past.
This is a ghost gun. This right here has ability with a .30 caliber clip to disperse with 30 bullets within half a second. 30 magazine clip in half a second.
I don't even know if anybody from Congress will watch this, but if you want to be on it, you had to prove that you didn't vote against guns in the past. You can't just say, well, this is the new cool thing for at least 4 years. Let me jump on this and further my career. Ain't gonna work that way. You also have to be true to the caucus's core values. The caucus also operated from 2004 to 2008. At that time, it was chaired by Marilyn Musgrave out of Colorado. In 2009, when it was reformed, it was renamed the Second Amendment Task Force by Paul Brown of Georgia. So it's been around. It hasn't been around since 2013 for reasons we're all aware of. But times are changing. The silent majority has spoken up, and we're getting louder and louder. And you can see that people are starting to come back to center. I love it. I hope it continues. I hope it carries out to fruition. And you can help me pass this out, just like I say in most of my videos. Hit that thumbs up if you like this. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. One quick note for those watching this. I've had a couple subscribers in the last 2 days tell me that for whatever reason YouTube had unsubscribed them from my channel. If you're interested in the channel and you want to keep getting the updates of when videos are posted, just check your subscription. Make sure you're subscribed. It's not just me it's happened to. It's happened to the huge channels like PewDiePie, who has 50 million viewers, 50 million subscribers. It's happening to those big channels too. I didn't think it would affect me because I'm so small, but it is. So if you're interested in the channel and you want to keep the information coming, and you get that little little blurb of when I post a video, just check your sub box. Thank you for your time. This is Jared from Guns and Gadgets. Until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry your weapon. Take care.